In beautiful Naples, Florida, a fantastic Saturday evening, yielding its way soon to nighttime here on this Dick's Sporting Goods Championship celebration. It has been a celebration. It's been fantastic all week long. And, you know, I was feeling a little tentative earlier, guys, when we were talking about the weather, and I wanted to say, well, I haven't seen any rain. And I was like, I don't want to say it and jinx it.
Don't jinx it.
I'm feeling pretty confident right now that no rain is coming the rest of this night. So I'm going to say that I had the good luck. I had the good fortune. I'm thinking, you know, and I should probably sit down and think about it. You see the final numbers from that men's pro doubles gold match in Yates and Daescu. They absolutely just hit the afterburners in winning that. They scored, to close out game one, they scored on 6 of 8 serves, and in game 2 they scored on 11 of 13 serves. So that's 7 out of 10, or 7 out of 12. That's crazy. No, more than that. My math is bad. I had Ray in my ear, but it was 6 out of 8 and then 11 out of 13. And we're ready to go here in the mixed doubles. And here's the other numbers for you to take a look at. The women's pro doubles and the numbers from that one in favor of Todd and Jardim. And Todd and Jardim on the court, you're seeing Yates and Jardim on the court again now as they're going to try to win a mixed doubles gold here. And we'll see how it plays out in our final match of this tournament as far as our broadcast coverage is concerned. Dave Benz along with Chad Edwards and Melissa McCurley. And we are officially underway here in Naples, Florida. And I'm really glad that Parris Todd's partner is Hunter Johnson and not Yates Johnson.
Yes, you can go Yates and Johnson in this one. But Hunter Johnson just having his Triple Crown hopes extinguished. They're losing in men's doubles, but Parris Todd still has her Triple Crown quest alive.
So I just did the math in my head. This is my 4th US Open. I did 16, 17, 18 the Timberwolves made the playoffs, so I didn't do that one. 19 I was here. And then 20 there was none. 21 the NBA season got shifted, and 22 the Timberwolves made the playoffs. So this is my 4th, and I can honestly tell you, not one time in 4 US Opens have I ever had a rain delay.
Really?
Really.
Well, you've missed them because we had our first one last year.
Are you sure? Because I...
For Championship Saturday.
Oh, Championship Saturday.
Yeah. We did have one last year, and the mixed had to be finished play out on
yes,
Sunday.
I remember the waters were not too happy about that.
And that's wide by Simone.
And it's great to see Kyle and Simone back out here in a mixed doubles pro final. They won this event together in both 2018 and 2019. And again, first US Open for Johnson and Todd.
Nice job of tracking that down and then being in position to hit the subsequent shot. But then Simone says, what, enough of this.
Well, and Simone knows a lot about her partner, Parris Todd, and liking to squeeze the middle.
Yes, yep. And that was a little bit of a discussion that we had before this mixed double. She's going to go in with the approach of going out wide on that forehand side. We saw her go against Hunter Johnson there.
Yeah, and speaking of which, Simone has played Todd 7 times, winning 6 of 1, and she has not played mixed doubles against either Johnson brother.
Oh, Kyle does keep that one in.
And just on the opposite side, Dave, from a head-to-head perspective, Kyle Yates has played Hunter Johnson 5 times, winning 4 out of those 5, but he doesn't have any mixed matches against Parris Todd.
Good move there from Yates.
Really good, and he likes the way this mixed match against Parris Todd has started off.
1-2-1.
Sellout crowd here at Zing Zang Championship Court. And that one too low to return. And I don't know what anybody did, Terry Graham and Chris Yvonne did to appease the pickleball gods, but that pickling that we saw in the last match in the second game, you know, we were kind of up against some time constraints being in the CBS Sports Network window, and that game was, we did not go over time. That game was so efficient and so quick that we did not exceed the window that was allotted us. It was amazing.
Perfect timing 3 years in a row, actually.
Good move there from Todd. Looked like Jing's lob was going to get over. You see this quick step back from Todd and the big overhead.
Skechers pickleball replay. And Simone tries for an ATP, but it was a little too wide for her to do much with it.
Yeah, that one skid on the line and kept going away from it. Perfect ball from Todd.
3-2-1.
And just wide. And just thinking about the US Open and rain, we did have rain on Sunday and Monday. Both days we were delayed just 2 hours. First thing in the morning on Sunday, we got underway at 9, and then the middle of the day on Monday. But neither impacted anyone's experience here at the US Open.
Oh! Sorry to interrupt you, but that was worth the interrupt. How did he chase that down? But all's for naught as ultimately exchange is won by Jardim and Yates. But look at this.
Johnson goes from one side of the court to the other for the around the post. And Todd just misses that one. A little wide, a little deep.
Good decision to let that one go.
And Chad, I think we could really see a battle here tonight between these two teams.
Yeah, absolutely. They're going to push each other to the limits. There's going to be a lot of speed ups.
Looks like it's been overwhelmingly speed ups.
Ball sat on top of the net there for just a split second.
3-3-2.
And the side out gets it back over to Todd and Johnson.
Second server.
Hunter Johnson a little disappointed there. Had a good opportunity to drive that ball, but got on top of it, missed it into the net.
Parris unable to get it over to the side out.
And we still have a packed crowd here on Zing Zang Championship Court, sold out today. Wow. But if you didn't make it inside, Chad and Dave, there's a couple of fan zones around the park where you can check out all the action.
3-3-2.
Although if you're not at the fan zone by now, you're probably not getting there today.
Don't have a seat, huh?
But shout out to those of you who are out there right now.
A couple of quick side outs from both teams there. Nobody capitalizing on their serve.
Flick into the net there by Hunter Johnson. Well, we know it can change in a hurry. I mean, the way that first game of the men's pro double started, I thought it was going to be, 90 minutes before the first game was over, because there was 1 point being scored about every 10 or 11 serves collectively, and then all of a sudden, bam.
Ooh, right into the chest of Hunter Johnson. If he gets out of the way of that, that might hit the back signage, but
almost got him in the neck. Simone pulls off of it, but it does stay in.
Yeah, and I mentioned Hunter Johnson's never played mixed doubles against Simone Jardim, so I'm not sure he really knows what to expect.
I'll actually correct you on that one.
All right.
She's played against him 3 times on the APP tour and beaten her 3 times.
And he's beaten her 3 times?
Yes.
My numbers, my information did not tell me that, so I'm glad we had that conversation. I guess he does know what to expect then.
I'm going to say that was a statistical outlier, and all the rest of your numbers all week have been good.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Second server.
Go to the second server. You just need to drink a little more Diet Coke and get a little bit more energy and pick yourself up. Like follow our good friend Chad Edwards here.
Oh my God, if I drink that many.
He told us between games that he drinks. And I guess you guys had this conversation yesterday.
We had it yesterday.
You drink a case a day?
I mean, it's not a full 24.
Well, it's a lot.
Yes, I have a problem.
And you may be getting it for free soon, which could be a problem for you.
I have a problem. I mean, the whole household is Coca-Cola products, though. Diet Coke, Diet Sprite.
I will say, if I am going to drink a cola, Pepsi don't do it for me. Sorry, Pepsi. And if there's a Pepsi endorser out there listening, I mean, I guess I could change my mind. You could convince me, but.
Excellent move there from Yates, going into the body of Todd.
Oh, Kyle was setting up to be able to hammer it from the pantry, and he didn't need to.
Yeah, some good attacks there. That one literally sat on top of the net. A perfect spot there from Jardim. Going across the body of Hunter Johnson, catching him on the forehand side, and a quick timeout here from Todd and Johnson.
That'll make it 6-4, and we will get a Takea hydration break.
The Minto US Open Pickleball Championships, powered by Margaritaville, are brought to you by Latitude Margaritaville and Minto. Change your latitude to the active adult paradise of Latitude Margaritaville. By Naples, Marco Island, and the Everglades, Florida's Paradise Coast. By Skechers Pickleball. Experience performance comfort on the court with the all-new Skechers Viper Court Pro. And by Margaritaville Hotels and Resorts. Check in and chill out at margaritavilleresorts.com.
Kyle Yates, Simone, Jardim, two of the all-time greats in the history of this fantastic sport that so many have grown to love.
Yeah, and so I think I just read my database wrong here, Chad. I mean, I'm looking now, Hunter Johnson, it's actually 0-4. And then against Yates Johnson, I have 1-0. So thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Running too many numbers.
Running too many numbers.
You're running too many. You're running tournaments and broadcasting and doing it all at once.
See, I rely on my memory. You rely on the database.
And I got to tell you, your memory's better than this database.
That was a well-played shot there that Kyle couldn't catch up to.
But I said 3, but it's actually 4. So I was actually wrong.
Not much. You've been on point all week long.
That misses wide, so the side out gets it back to Parris and Hunter.
Yeah, good timeout there from Todd and Johnson.
4-6-1.
So we're hearing the tractors in the background, starting to break down everything that is put up here for this week at East Naples Community Park.
They're not wasting a lot of time. There's people who want to be here playing pickleball tomorrow.
Exactly. I mean, when you've got 600 people down here every morning playing rec play.
You're right. As great as this tournament is, there's somebody somewhere who lives here who's like, ugh.
I haven't been able to play for a week.
Especially as nice as the weather was here for the majority of the week.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a perfect lob there from Jardim.
And all Parris Todd can do is applaud that one. And that was the right move there, Chad.
Yeah, she was just half a step late getting to that one.
6-4-2.
I might get myself in trouble, but 4 years ago she would have got that.
Oh yeah, you're in big trouble for sure.
Yeah.
No maybes about that.
And you're the only one in the broadcast booth that would have dared to say that.
Oh. So the touch with the lob and then the drop shot there from Kyle Yates.
And he saw his share of those in the men's doubles match himself, so he decided to return the favor.
Good effort there from Hunter, but coming up short.
Moves it to 7-4.
7-4-2.
Side out keeps hope alive here in game one for Todd and Johnson.
Four, 7-1.
Simone, the ATP, and she misses wide.
Yeah, that one came out a little flat. She wasn't able to shape that one back around the post. Maybe could have waited just a fraction longer. Let that develop a little bit more.
Second server.
That one that Parris hit might not have stayed in.
Yeah, it's a ball that she has to hit, though, with the angle that Jardim taking that into her body.
Great reflexes by Simone.
She's tough.
That was just indescribable. You had to see it, and thankfully you did.
So the reasoning there is if she tries to get up, by the time she gets up, the ball's already on her. So she just took the option of staying down right there and getting a paddle on it.
Wow.
Unbelievable. And this crowd is loving it, you guys. There was like that we're not worthy bells going on from the crowd back to Simone.
And that's going to result in Todd and Hunter deciding to take a timeout. We'll take a Takea hydration break.
The Minto US Open Pickleball Championships, powered by Margaritaville, are brought to you by Total Pickleball, your one-stop pickleball shop. Free 2-day shipping on the widest selection of pickleball products. By Franklin X40, the official ball of the US Open Pickleball Championships. By Gamma Pickleball, the official grip of the US Open Pickleball Championships. And by Yola, for the champion in you.
In all seriousness, the fact that she's 44, right? Competing with, wow.
So see our son Landon going up and giving Mama a hug. I was just telling Dave and Melissa that Landon did the same thing today when he was playing in one of his matches. He
looks like we got a wrong receiver.
Wrong receiver.
Yep, and we do.
Landon fell on the ground, hit 3 balls off of his butt, and won the point. So he said, yeah, I learned that from Mama, and that's what we just saw right there.
So it's 8-5 after that point for the wrong receiver. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree, apparently.
Yeah, again, Jardim speeding up. Good speed up there. And a good counterattack from Todd, but Jardim not anticipating that ball coming back and got handcuffed herself.
By the way, I'm going to go ahead and say, anybody out there watching this match right now who might have a chance to somehow clip that video off and put it on Twitter as Simone adds to her prowess, clip that play off and put it out on Twitter and put it as hashtag SC Top 10. Let's get that on SportsCenter tonight for a top 10 play, because that was certainly worthy.
Yeah.
A good defense there from Yates. Jardim getting a little ambitious there, attacking from down low, but good pressure from Todd and Johnson.
And now Landon's come on over to talk to you about it. I heard you did that today. He's got a big smile on his face. He just came over to the broadcast booth.
Yeah, good speed up there from Todd. Handcuffed Yates. Wasn't able to get that ball down.
Poses it to 6-9-1.
6-9-1.
Yeah, and that was well done down the line on Kyle Yates' backhand.
Yeah, and Todd has made the adjustment as far as sliding to the right, recognizing that Jardim's going to attack her
7-9-1.
into that right shoulder so she can clear that backhand. Oh, that ball's out.
And then some. Up to 7-9-2. The side out gets it back over to Yates and Jardim.
Yeah, it's a good setup there from Todd, and Jardim got a little jammed up, and then Johnson got even more jammed.
And that'll take us to game point.
And I think we're going to get another timeout.
Just a
No,
quick
just
towel off.
towel off.
That was an excellent adjustment from Yates right there. Todd has made the adjustment knowing that Jardim's going to attack into that body.
10-7-1.
But Yates was ready for the Todd attack.
And Kyle handcuffs Johnson, and that's all she wrote in game one. 11-7 in favor of Kyle Yates and Simone Jardim. One game away from winning another gold here in Naples, Florida.
It's time to celebrate a return to all things incredible. The competition you can only find at the Minto US Open Pickleball Championships. The blue skies and white sand beaches that restore your soul. The luxurious surroundings and award-winning restaurants that rejuvenate your spirit. So join us for world-class pickleball action and stay for everything else. When it's time for championship pickleball where everyone wins, only paradise will do. Naples, Marco Island, and the Everglades.
Introducing Skechers Pickleball, the official footwear of the US Open Pickleball Championships. They're ultra lightweight and responsive for incredible speed. They have Goodyear rubber outsoles with a specialized pickleball design for increased side-to-side stability and agility. Plus, they feature shock-absorbing foam and Skechers' famous relaxed fit design for incredible comfort game after game. Conquer the court in comfort. Skechers Pickleball, the official footwear of the US Open Pickleball Championships.
Match point. It's all up to me. Nothing can get in my way. And when they ask, what are you gonna do next? I'll say, I'm going. Oh.
We're going to Margaritaville!
You can go to Margaritaville too. Visit MargaritavilleResorts.com.
Back here in Naples, Florida, and Hunter Johnson has requested a medical stoppage. Not sure exactly what the issue is with Hunter Johnson, but he's being tended to over there in the player's box. And we'll step aside and we'll have a little homage to our fantastic crew that has been working for us so hard all week long here in Naples, Florida. David's just a great guy. Got his face on a stick earlier this week, courtesy of Kathy Dimitri. There it is. How about that? How good is our crew? They didn't even know I was going to bring up the face on a stick, and there it was. And this has just been a pleasure to work with all of these people all week long. Kathy is not a part of the crew, but and neither is Billy. But they're part of the crew in the more general, broad sense. Good look at all of our camera operators here who have just been doing fantastic work all week long. There's Rusty and Eva Welsher, who is sitting in doing some commentary before dominating on the court earlier this week. We're taking another timeout from Naples.
Get on your knees. Came from the jungle, up in the trees. I got a few tricks up in the sleeve. One wrong move, I'ma let out the. Check out the crease. Blow like I'm Bigfoot, step on the beat. Make a man's run till he step out the case. When the whole place scream, gotta get out the. I don't need your money, you can pay me in respect. Cause once I do it big, what's to follow is a check.
Singles and doubles champion Annalie Waters.
Everyone sees the highlight reel. The gold medals, the triple crowns.
What a way to end it!
But greatness isn't just what you do in front of a crowd. It's here. The hours, the years, the sweat. It's how you press on when others give up. When nobody's pushing you but you. It's not what you do for the crowd. It's what you do for yourself.
After 30 years, we say goodbye to beloved Fat Tire. Goodbye to a taste that's attracted millions of loyal fans. Because after 30 years, we've changed our recipe. Say hello to a crisper, brighter, still carbon neutral, and dare we say better, Fat Tire.
Check out these new Gamma paddles. Yo, I gotta try that paddle. Here you go.
Let's go. Play with style. Play with Quantum by Gamma Pickleball.
Back here in Naples, Florida, during this medical timeout, we've got a minute to thank some more people who've made this fantastic week happen, Melissa McCurley.
And that's referee Todd Tadler, one of the 59 refs. Tom Tadler.
Yep.
See, Tom, it must be a long day.
It's
so
a
Tom
long
Tadler.
day. Long day, long week.
That's right.
I mean, there's only 5,039 matches, right? Or something like that.
That's it. So one of the 59 refs here today helping us with over 5,500 matches. So thanks to Todd. Tom, okay. Tom, I will apologize to you personally later. So
yeah, Tom and his wife Yolanda is also a referee here. They've been clients of ours for a long time.
And I guess why we have this moment, I always want to take an opportunity to thank my team. Without them, certainly this couldn't happen. They're responsible for many months of planning and preparation, from registration management with Brendan Schmeling and Dee Davison, and then to coming on site and running this tournament. We had my mom, Linda Dillon, as pro concierge. Nicole Hobson here was being an information ambassador. We had Marilyn Holiday, who was an information ambassador. April Price on our amateur desk, and Dee Davison doing double duty, in which she ran our pro desk. So ladies, thank you. This event couldn't happen without you. It couldn't happen without the 500 volunteers as well, between the volunteers, the referees, the tournament organizers, and Jim and Chris and Terry and our team. It just works seamlessly. It's like when we come to the US Open,
it's
like
crazy.
we pick up where we just left off.
I've run 1,400 participant tournaments, and this is that on steroids.
Yeah.
And with that, you know, I would do 120 hours in the week and plus all the lead up. So this, I mean, this is just insane how big this is.
And, you know, it's just, it really genuinely is the biggest pickleball party on the planet. And it's, you know, the pickleball itself is amazing, but the atmosphere is amazing. And everybody puts in so much work. Everybody checks their egos mostly at the door. I say mostly because occasionally you might get a player with a little bit.
You're here, so I mean,
yeah,
you know,
yes, exactly. That's a part. Yes, and mine does.
You walked into that one.
Mine does not get checked as easily. But it's the thing that keeps me coming back is, you know, just sure, it's great to be able to come do a broadcast of this quality, but it's more about the people and being around Chris and Terry and Jim and you guys and working with, you know, Ray Koliakovo and his crew with Digital Wave Productions, who are the team that gets hired out by CBS Sports Network as well as the US Open. So, you know, just and everybody always is so welcoming and so cheerful, and it just that's the thing that's amazing. And if you haven't been down here to experience that for yourself, you really need to get down here to check it out.
I mean, I'll be completely honest with you. That is what, in 2016, when we came down here for the first US Open, and we're only here for a day. Simone played singles, and she was down here with Alexis, and Landon and I literally flew in because I was still coaching baseball at the same time as well. And I got here when everything was done. But everybody was so welcoming and so friendly, and it was just such a massive pickleball community here that everybody made you feel part of. And I came down to the park the next day and played some rec play and everything, and you know, it was like, yeah, we're sold. Like, everybody is just, it's one big family here at the US Open.
And the players and the spectators and the fans that pour in here certainly help make it extra special. And, you know, Rusty and Meredith Howes as well, all the work that they do during the week. So here we go.
Yeah, their dedication to the sport is, you know, a big part of the success and the growth as well. So they deserve all the credit that they get. So here we go in game two. Todd and Johnson begin with the serve at 0-0-2. And thankfully, Hunter Johnson able to continue here. Never did get definitive word on what he was being looked at for during that stoppage.
0-0-1.
Into the net.
Yeah, excellent exchange by all four right there. So we got a dragonfly flying into our booth.
And a side out. Oh, there it is.
It's not a small one.
It is not a small one.
I'm going to see if I can catch it and put it on Melissa's head right now. I was a joke.
I was about to bolt out of here.
Oh, he just went away.
Oh.
It was a joke.
Oh, my God.
Oh, great defense by Jardim.
Oh, good move from Hunter Johnson there. The defense from Jardim and Yates keeping him in it. But Johnson recognizing the opportunity for the Ernie.
And the side out gets it back over to Parris and Hunter.
And how fun is it to be watching Simone, Jardim, and Kyle Yates, who have so many years of experience playing the sport, playing against Hunter Johnson and Parris Todd, who are new up-and-comers, who are certainly going to accomplish great things in the sport over the years.
Yeah, good eye by Yates right there. Yeah, I mean, 2016, Simone came down here for the ITA Tennis Coaches Convention, met up with Kyle, practiced a little bit, get used to Naples and the atmosphere down here before the Open.
She told me it was a lot like Brazil, where she's from.
Mm-hmm. Very, very humid.
Wow, great firefight going on. And Kyle eventually hits it long.
Just got that one a little elevated. You'll see the last ball from Yates here. He kind of swings up on it. Wasn't able to get the roll.
Oh, Simone misfires. And that'll move it to 2-1.
2-1-2.
Kyle tracks it down, gets it over.
And all he can do is smile about that.
Yeah, he tried to go big. He'd covered so much court right there, but Todd was sitting all over it.
Yeah, Kyle was working up the pedometer on that one. Simone an impressive forehand right there, and the side out gets it back for Jardim and Yates. They'd like to wrap this thing up in 2. I'm going to go out on a limb and say the fans here would not at all mind this thing going 3.
Yeah, this thing's still a packed house tonight.
Todd going for a little too much there. And for those of you at home, that's the importance of making your opponents hit one more ball. They go harder and harder, try to do more. Good move there from Hunter Johnson.
So 2-3-2 here. Did Simone and Kyle spend any time practicing in the lead up to this together?
Yeah, they did. They did. They spent a little bit of time, drilling and getting ready for this one. I think Yates might have thought about letting that one go for a split second there. He was kind of a little late getting the paddle up. But yeah, we're fortunate enough to have an indoor court at the house now, so a lot of training is done at the house.
That is nice to have at your disposal. What does it take to get an invite to that court?
You got to know the code. No, I'm just joking. It's an exclusive membership with that one. But that's actually something that we've been working on for a long time, is having a training facility at the house. And we finally got into the position where we could do that. We do a lot of our instructional videos out of there as well.
You need to hold a tournament there. But obviously be pretty exclusive. You can invite Hunter Johnson the way he's playing.
Oh, they come and hit there quite often as well. So.
We're dwindling it down on the exclusive.
Melissa's welcome.
Is there a door guy with a velvet rope? I'm seeing a door guy with a velvet rope here.
Oh.
Just out of the reach of Simone.
Yeah, Todd and Johnson are starting to really apply that pressure. Any ball that is within reach, they're being really aggressive on.
And Yates and Jardim want to stop the momentum here, so they'll use a timeout. We'll take a Takea hydration break.
The Minto US Open Pickleball Championships, powered by Margaritaville, are brought to you by Paddle Tech, the official paddle of the US Open Pickleball Championships, by Southern Tide, the premium coastal lifestyle brand, by Takea, hydration is an all-day game, and by the US Open Pickleball Championships. Save the date, April 13th to 20th, 2024.
Pretty good crowd still on hand here on this Saturday night. The Dick's Championship celebration on this championship Saturday. Chad, I think if you invite Ray to come over to play at your home court, he might invite you to go out in his boat. That could be a good trade.
Chad, I don't think you're getting off easy on this one.
I don't think so. You know, Ray's a little upset, a little disgruntled in the truck right now.
Ray will figure out a way to get his revenge, and it could come sooner rather than you think. Just always keep your eye on a swivel with that guy.
You are right. That's why I've always stayed on his good side.
Uh-oh, he's already telling us he's got to talk to us after. I don't know. That sounds like we're getting a talking to from a teacher somehow. That is going to be wide by Parris Todd. So the serve will go back over here to Kyle and Simone.
Yeah, again, Todd sliding to the right to clear that backhand. But the angle that's coming in from Jardim, it's very difficult to keep in.
Oh, Parris Todd with the power to finish.
Yeah, she's sitting all over that speed up there from Yates. Tries to sneak one through the middle, but you see the 1-2 combination from Parris Todd.
Side out, we'll get it back over to Todd and Johnson. Trying to add to this 6-3 advantage. Moving to second serve.
Jardim was ready for that Todd drive. Not sure why she decided to return cross court there. Very difficult in the stack returning cross court, especially with a short return.
7-3-2.
Parris Todd trying to finish off a triple crown here. She won the women's singles, won the women's doubles alongside Simone Jardim. That was a nice speed up there by Simone, and then Kyle finishes.
All right, take a look at that again. The mid-court attack from Jardim, and then Yates going hard into the body of Todd.
Parris Todd, well-placed shot. Keeps it at 3-7.
3-7-2.
And the side out back over to Johnson and Todd.
7-3-1.
How about the reaction out of Parris?
Yeah, good attacks there from Todd. Recognizing the speed up from Jardim.
8-3-1.
And that time Simone went directly, at her, at Parris's body.
Yeah, up into the throat region. And it's a bad thing to say, but right there is that center mass, and it's very difficult to get out of the way unless you can do a full matrix move. So it forces you to get a paddle on that ball.
Wow.
Beautiful angle worked there by Simone. Yates and Jardim, they got to string something together here. They have not scored points on consecutive serves yet in this match, and they don't want to play a third game. They're going to need to make that happen here.
Yeah, it's tough with the pressure that Todd and Johnson are putting on them right now. They're both so adept at speeding a lot of balls up from any position on the court. And when they're on. It's very difficult to continue that battle. But there's always that chance that the timing starts going a little bit awry.
Off the net, and that does just catch in the corner. So 9-3. This thing looks like it's more and more going to go to 3 games.
9-3-1.
Wow, great exchange by both sides right now. How good is that, Kyle Yates? Right into the corner. I'm not sure how many times the ball crossed the net there, but it was a lot.
Yeah, good directional change there from Yates at the end.
And his backhand that he has, it's like kind of unique. It's like this flick, and it's just pretty to watch.
Yeah, it's a heavy roll from a very short, compact swing.
And he's got such control with it.
A good spot there from Jardim, catching Todd sliding to the left, trying to clear that forehand. Goes right into the body.
Kyle gets a favorable roll up over the net. Simone, and Parris deflects it out of bounds. So 4-9. Still a big hole to climb out of, but they've taken a step.
And right there, it looked like Simone was playing a bit of a chess match.
Yeah, she may have baited into that forehand just a little bit.
4-9-1.
Because she certainly knew it was coming. Yeah, too good there from Hunter Johnson. Anything, and that's the biggest difference in pickleball right now. So, let's say 5 years ago, even a ball that is
4-9-2.
just above the net still wasn't like a given attack ball, and certainly nothing below the net. Now, you're rolling balls from your shoelaces.
The exchange one, and the serve going back over to Hunter and Todd. Chad, what do you attribute that to? I mean, is it just that the skill level of the players has gotten higher, or is it that people have just become more adept because they've been playing longer and they're seeing it visually different?
Yes, and yes. No, it's just the progression of the game. So a lot of it has to do with the paddle technology. The paddle technology and the way it's progressed has brought more power into it. Just the innovation of players and being able to add new strokes and create things.
Side out, so chance here to climb back a little bit closer. Simone and Kyla have held Parris and Hunter to just 1 point on their last 7 serves, but still have yet to string together any kind of real run.
Good eye there from Jardim. Todd tries to go crossbody there. Simone just drops that right shoulder. Just needed to get a little more height, a little less power on that one from Jardim.
5-9-2.
Side out.
So interesting there with the last ball that Hunter Johnson hit. If he hits that one as hard as he can, Jardim has a better opportunity to get that back with the block. But because he hit medium pace, Jardim had to try to do something with it.
Look at the defense here.
Really impressive. And Simone put it up a little bit too high. Hunter unable to react.
Getting a little bit of help from the net.
No one will ever complain about that when it benefits you.
Absolutely not.
Tough ball to adjust off of there for Yates. Pace and jumps up, kicks up off the net cord.
And takes us to game point. So Yates and Jardim are going to use a timeout. We'll take a Takea hydration break here from Naples, Florida.
The US Open Pickleball Championships, powered by Margaritaville, are brought to you by Dick's Sporting Goods. Every season starts at Dick's. By Zing Zang. The #1 Bloody Mary brand is on fire with new Zing Zang Blazing Bloody Mary. By Deco Turf, the official pickleball court surface of the US Open Pickleball Championships. By Franklin, the official bag of the US Open Pickleball Championships. And remember, you can purchase the official US Open Pickleball Championships apparel at kitschpickleball.com.
Back here in Naples, Florida, everybody. Dave Benz, Melissa McCurley, Chad Edwards. And the only thing that I would like to see different at this tournament is, I don't know if you guys would want it, but I'd be good with like a stationary bike or like a little walking treadmill.
Don't act like you're athletic and you want to get stuff going. Or are you talking about for the pros?
No, he's talking about here in the booth to keep us moving.
No, I'm serious. Like, dude, we're sitting here for a long time. Like, it's just being stationary is, you know, I'd like to be able to actually not just be sedentary for 8 hours.
Maybe you could get a sponsorship for one of those like under the desk.
Yeah, don't they have one of those?
Yeah. Sit down.
For
just
all
sit down
commentators around the world.
There you go. All right, so if anybody out there is listening, I need a sponsorship for a little thingy that I can pedal thing.
Pedal your way to a flatter stomach.
Thank you. Now you're going to give me a complex.
You guys both look to be in pretty good shape, so I think you're all right.
Oh, no. Being on the road and doing commentary, I go on the road, put on 15 pounds, come home for 4 days, try to lose it, then go on the road.
You can probably lose it in 4 days, too.
Yeah, I can. I mean, I can fluctuate anywhere, 20 to 30 pounds.
Wow.
It's a good one.
It's legit. When I was doing the Timberwolves, it was like I would spend all summer and get in the best shape of my life and be exactly where I wanted to be weight-wise, and by the end of the next season, I'd be 10 to maybe 14 pounds heavier. I don't think I ever got to 15 plus, but definitely 10 plus. And it'd be like, oh, this is just not good.
Yep. It happens. It happens.
Of course, charter flights, when they're offering you, filet mignon and garlic mashed potatoes at 2 a.m. don't really help you.
You fly charter?
I did with the Timberwolves.
Well, that's with the team.
Oh, okay.
It's not on his dime.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, and that lands in.
And a hold off. The game coming to an end, at least for now. 5-7-1.
Judging a little late on that one. Good speed up from Johnson. Oh, Yates was all over it, but tried to do a little too much.
So we'll have game point number 2. Is the bronze finished?
Let me take a look. It was, when I looked just a little bit ago, it was still out on the court. So let me take another look for us. Find which of the millions of tabs I have open it's under.
Oh, those are all tabs? Wow. I thought they were some kind of icons. That's a lot of tabs.
Let's see. Yes, it has finished, and it went in 3, 8, 11, 11, 6, 11, 6. Fudge and DeHart winning over Hendry and Foster.
Well, congratulations to them. Meantime, we've got game point number 2, and we've got game going in favor of Parris, Todd, and Hunter Johnson, 11-5. So I'm sure the crowd won't complain. We're going to have a third and decisive game for gold here at the Minto US Open Pickleball Championships. Your Skechers Pickleball replay of that game point.
Yeah, good exchange there. Yates, unfortunately, catching the net on the previous one, and then a little bit lower there to end game 2.
And we will have game 3 coming up for you after this quick timeout from Naples.
Ready for a real cocktail? Grab a Zing Zang ready-to-enjoy cocktail in a can. America's #1 Bloody Mary mix with vodka. Zing Zang Classic Margarita, tequila included. Mango margaritas made with tequila and real mango puree. And whiskey sours with real Kentucky bourbon. Real cocktails, real ingredients, really good. Zing Zang full strength canned cocktails. Legendary taste, legendary day. Always ready.
Back in Naples, Florida, and we have officially reached our final game, not just of our broadcast window, but our final game of this US Open Championship, because all the other matches have wrapped up, and this is going to be the way to close it out.
Oh, they just did last call at the bar as well, and there was a universal boo coming from the crowd.
That's okay. We're covered. I think Ray might have secured us some provisions for later. Ray saying
the whole truck just left.
Yeah, they're just going to put up one camera and. into the net. And that'll make it 5-0.
5-0-1.
Simone tags Hunter, who was leaning towards the center of the court and couldn't change his momentum.
5-0-2.
So we go to 5-0-2. And right down the middle for Jardim.
That ball floated just a little bit. It was almost a bait ball. She knew with that ball going up that Todd was going to attack, and she was sitting there ready for it.
Oh, not sure if Hunter thought that was going to carry more than it did, or if he just didn't think he'd be able to hit it and he was just praying.
Yeah, it looked like he was sitting on the forehand side. Yeah, it went on the forehand side, and Jardim went over that left shoulder. Oh, my goodness.
Simone screaming out in some frustration.
Two balls. Two balls off the edge guard right there.
So I just pulled up the live stream for the first time today, because first time all week. And I got to tell you, if you're watching it at home, you can't tell because the audio is just as delayed as the video, but it's, I mean, it's like 6-7 seconds maybe. Like it's, you guys are not far behind watching this at home, what's actually happening in live action.
Yeah, good attack there from Jardim, splitting the middle. Jardim and Yates not done yet.
And suddenly it's back to a 2-point margin.
And we're going to get a timeout.
Indeed we are. Todd and Johnson using a Takea hydration break.
The Minto US Open Pickleball Championships, powered by Margaritaville, are brought to you by Total Pickleball, your one-stop pickleball shop. Free 2-day shipping on the widest selection of pickleball products. By Franklin X40, the official ball of the US Open Pickleball Championships. By Gamma Pickleball, the official grip of the US Open Pickleball Championships. And by Yola, for the champion in you.
Glad to have you back here in Naples, Florida, as it is tightened up here in this third and final game. Kyle Yates and Simone Jardim trying to complete the comeback.
Yeah, and Parris Todd is trying to complete a triple crown. An honor that Simone already holds.
You can feel as good as Kyle and Simone are. You can feel that, you know, the tread on the tire with them is still here tonight, but how much longer will it be here? Parris and Hunter are going to be at this level for a while, so I think the sentimental favorite here, while people would love to see Parris make history, I think Kyle and Simone are probably the sentimental favorite in this crowd right now.
Well, and remember, Kyle's still in his 20s.
Well, how many is that in pickleball years? I'm not calling you Kyle, old Kyle. I would still love to be in my 20s.
Me too. 28.
Yates and Johnson, and then the speed up. And a reset. And another speed up. And finally an unforced error. Keeps it at 5-4.
So to be exact, Kyle Yates is 28 years old. Hunter Johnson is 29.
Interesting. I would not have guessed that.
Yeah. Well, Kyle's been, he was 19 when I saw him play in his first tournament out in Southern California.
Well, I guess it's just because Kyle's been around on the pickleball circuit longer than Hunter that it feels like he's probably the elder statesman.
Absolutely. And he's accomplished more in his short career than many do in a whole lifetime.
Oh,
beautiful shot there.
Nice setup there from Yates.
We talked about his control of the paddle.
And just like that, we're at 5-5. How exciting is this?
And suddenly they're in the lead.
Hunter trying to do a little too much, so we've had a medical timeout from Hunter. We did have Kyle Yates coming over and grabbing some Arnica leg cramp pills. So there's definitely some cramping going on from Yates over there. So it's a battle of warriors right now of who can last this one out.
And here we're at an end change. I've been waiting to say that, guys.
End change.
End change.
End change.
The Minto US Open Pickleball Championships, powered by Margaritaville, are brought to you by Paddle Tech, the official paddle of the US Open Pickleball Championships, by Southern Tide, the premium coastal lifestyle brand, by Takea, hydration is an all-day game, and by the US Open Pickleball Championships. Save the date, April 13th to 20th, 2024.
Back here in Naples, great. You know, part of the reason I put up the live stream is you can get sucked into reading the comments, and we love that people are participating on this. But Dave L500 says, "I've got clothes older than Kyle."
I know Dave. I mean, there's a lot of people on there that I know that we chat with all the time.
I probably have clothes older than Kyle too. So here we go after the end change at 6-5-2. And that catches in.
Excellent camera work.
7-5-2.
Oh, perfect spot there from Yates. Handcuffing Todd.
And boy, what a momentum shift here, Chad.
Yeah, they've scored 7 points on their last 9 serves, including 4 in a row. And another timeout being taken, the final one available to Parris, Todd, and Hunter Johnson. And we'll take a final Takea hydration break.
Minto US Open Pickleball Championships, powered by Margaritaville, are brought to you by Dick's Sporting Goods. Every season starts at Dick's. By Zing Zang. The #1 Bloody Mary brand is on fire with new Zing Zang Blazing Bloody Mary. By Deco Turf, the official pickleball court surface of the US Open Pickleball Championships. By Franklin, the official bag of the US Open Pickleball Championships. And remember, you can purchase the official US Open Pickleball Championships apparel at kitschpickleball.com.
All right, play about to resume at 8-5.
Big momentum shift toward Kyle Yates and Simone Jardim. We'll see if that timeout changes that.
Indeed it does.
And the use of timeouts can be many. One of those just to slow down somebody's
Slow down momentum.
And you can't take them home with you.
Nope.
Oh, quick hands by Kyle.
Oh. The net threw that ball up. Jardim tried to get in. Yates tried to get in.
And either one of them could have gotten it. The problem is they both wanted to.
6-8-1.
Simone puts it in the same spot Kyle did a couple of exchanges ago.
Yeah, Hunter just trying to crowd middle there a little too much.
6-8-2.
Oh, great extension by Kyle to get that one.
Oh, Jardim rushed it. She had it. She tried to go too big.
Did somebody try to call that one Kyle hit off a couple of moments before that? I think she might have. She said something, and then ultimately it goes into the net.
Referee Tom Tadler.
Did he call a foot fault?
I did call a foot fault.
Oh, a kitchen sink at a pivotal time. See if we can get another look at it. Let's take a look.
Oh, yeah, his paddle went into the kitchen.
Yep. Paddle went into the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
Took it out of the air.
And now how about this? A timeout is being taken.
So we take another look at it right here. Slides over, loses his footing. Ooh.
I don't. On the second look, I don't know if it did.
Yeah, we have to see that one more time because you're right. That second one. Yeah, let's see it one more time.
Slow it down if you can. Right after he flicks at it, he hits it, and then now he comes down. This is like the Zapruder film. Oh, that did not hit the ground.
Not hit the ground.
Don't know if it's left hand either. Tough call there.
Yeah, the first look, it looked like it did. Those last
It's so
two
funny
looks.
that we all were like, oh yeah.
And then second look.
But okay, in fairness, the official only got one look at it.
All right, different angle right here. Let's look at the left hand as well. Oh, left hand stays out.
I think it's clean.
Yeah, left hand is out.
Yeah, that paddle does not touch down. That's a tough call. It's a tough call, but the referees don't get the benefit of slow motion replay. So, out of the timeout there. Yeah, we're getting the players are coming over here and asking us what we see, but it doesn't matter because it's the referee call. There is no replay, but
yeah, his hand was behind.
Yeah,
the
hand
line
was behind the line. The paddle never touched down. I don't think the foot ever went in.
And how about all the angles that the truck has given us to see
The truck is
this?
doing a great job, but at the end of the day, it's all academic because the call has been made. And I'm not sure what everybody's standing around waiting for here. The call has been made, and it is what it is. And they're well past the time for the Takea hydration break that normally would be allotted.
And I don't know that Kyle and Simone mind the break too much.
Let's get a quick reminder of our fantastic sponsors this week.
The Minto US Open Pickleball Championships, powered by Margaritaville, are brought to you by Latitude Margaritaville and Minto. Change your latitude to the active adult paradise of Latitude Margaritaville. By Naples, Marco Island, and the Everglades, Florida's Paradise Coast. By Skechers Pickleball. Experience performance comfort on the court with the all-new Skechers Viper Court Pro. And by Margaritaville Hotels and Resorts. Check in and chill out at margaritavilleresorts.com.
All right, back here at the Minto US Open Pickleball Championships. What's done is done, and it's time to resume play here at 8-6, and Jardim and Yates getting the serve back, waiting for Johnson and Todd to return to the court. And Hunter clearly still upset about that call, and understandably so. And his hand does go, the left hand does go down, but from the other angle we could see that it was behind the line, so that's not the issue. And the paddle from the angles we saw never touched down. But again, the referee got one crack at seeing it, and he called what he saw. And
well, even our first saw it at the replay, right? Yeah. The very first one we saw it, like, oh, yep, that paddle went into the kitchen.
So, you know, the refs are human. They're doing the best they can, and it is what it is. And let's move on here. I'm not sure why this has been such an extensive break. Everybody's waving for the play on, and now the referee is coming over here to talk to us.
He's actually going to talk to head referee Gail Scavangelli. And I think he called for a referee timeout to talk to the head ref. That's what's happened here.
Okay.
I'm getting destroyed by mosquitoes right now, too. So we got the no-seams and the mosquitoes sliding in.
Must be Florida.
Just need the gators and the pythons.
Well, I got one on my arm right now. There we go. Good times.
Oh.
I'm not sure really what the discussion. Now is Hunter allowed to like appeal or protest? Is there anything like that he can do?
I mean, there's no video replays here at the US Open.
Right, but can you ask another official to come in? I know on some of the other tours that there is, but that that there is the ability to come in. But if you come in and they ask the lead official to come in and he rules against you, you lose a point.
Called for the head ref. Yes, the ref call stands. We don't have any other way to, because we don't have replay.
Now, Chris Yvonne, one of the tournament directors, coming over, and you may have heard a little bit of that conversation she's having with Melissa McCurley. So you guys are getting the behind the curtain scene.
Yeah, and for those out there, this was a referee timeout in which the referee on the court called for the head ref, and that's why we see Gail Scavangelli.
You know, he's going to go back and look at this and hear about it, but he made the call he made based upon the best evidence available to him in the moment, which was real-time visuals from his own eyes, and that's unfortunate.
And Gail Scavangelli, sorry about that, Dave, the head ref, I just called her over and she said, you know, we have no replay, so the ref call stands and we're moving on.
And the timeout did kind of freeze out the momentum of Yates and Jardim. Although, listen, it froze out Parris, Todd, and Hunter Johnson way more than it froze out Kyle and Simone.
Yeah, and you have to remember, these referees are humans as well, and they've had
a long day and a long week. You know what? And can you overcome?
That ball.
And, all right, so here you go.
The ball is just wide there. You can see a little bit of cramping in the calf of Kyle Yates. Certainly moving gingerly right now.
9-6-2. Yeah, Kyle really is struggling. That stoppage might have hurt him more physically, just having him tighten up even more.
Oh, nice move.
Good ball there from Todd. Jardim trying to close middle to help out her partner. And Todd goes back behind.
6-9-1.
And that left leg of Yates right now.
All right, Parris, Todd, able to slam it home. Gets it to 7-9. Move to 7-9-2.
7-9-2.
Yeah, dangerous territory there for Yates to try to think about attacking Todd directly in front.
8-9-2.
So it's almost do or die here. They've got to go big for 2 points. You can see how much difficulty Yates has moving right now. That left calf muscle is really tight.
And he's done everything. He's taken the supplements, eating the bananas.
And the crowd just showing some appreciation for what all these players are giving tonight, and they're giving their absolute all.
Kyle's hands, though, obviously still functioning quite well. Simone tracks it down. Kyle gets over. It gets back. And then Hunter finishes it.
And Kyle Yates now really struggling. And the crowd really loving it. Not Kyle struggling, that is. Loving that
loving
point.
the play.
Yeah, yeah. Two thoughts just streamed together that were not related.
9-8-2.
Yeah, again, not the right spot. Yates is trying to beat Todd, and Todd is sitting all over that backhand. Has to go behind Johnson right now. He's trying to end the points quickly, but you need to create the opening and the separation first.
That stays in, and we are tied up at 9 apiece.
Yeah, weigh in on that one.
9-9-1.
Todd a little late there.
9-9-2.
9-9-2.
Hunter wants that one back. He saw the opening down the line, just tried to rush it and flattened it out. So Jardim and Yates getting another attempt here.
Kyle trying to stay loose and keep things stretched out.
I mean, he's completely flat-footed right now. You can see him walking on his heels. Yates has been very susceptible to cramping here over the years.
Great hands by Kyle. But ultimately, and then Kyle is really hurting. He's really hurting.
Yeah, the only way that he can, it's tough, right? You're cramping up, you're trying to end a point quickly, but you're speeding up into exactly what Todd and Johnson want.
And the side out gets it back over to Johnson and Todd.
$991.
And here we go. Championship point. They were trailing 9-6 when that bad call, or possibly errant call, we'll leave it at that, went against them, and now they got a chance to win anyway.
Oh, great touch by Kyle Yates.
Championship point number 2.
10-9-2.
For a triple crown for Parris Todd. And there it is! The triple for Parris and Hunter. Not a triple for Hunter himself, but he gets to be a part of it for Parris. And how good is this moment for, especially for Parris Todd?
Yeah, it's got to be a special moment. This is her first US Open, and to come in here and compete against this talent and walk out at your first US Open with a triple crown, it doesn't get more special than that.
7-11, 11-5, 11-9 in favor of Todd and Johnson. One more look at the final point, and we will hear from the winners coming up. Stay with us from Naples, Florida.
What if I showed you a new way to view wellness through the lens of nature in its purest form? At Splish Naturals, we believe that everyone deserves wellness. We have one line of products that can help your body in countless different ways. Name your pain. It can all vanish in minutes if you know what your body needs to protect it. Our products are unlike anything you've seen before. The intersection where nature strengthens performance. It's your body, and you only get one, so ask yourself, am I going to protect it?
At first, it was just a team. Now I can't imagine my life without them.
That coach changed our son, on the field and off.
So back here at the Dick's Sporting Goods Championship Saturday at the Minto US Open Pickleball Championships, powered by Margaritaville. See Parris Todd signing some autographs there. We'll take a look at some highlights here from the mixed doubles final. All four of these players leaving everything out on the court. But the storyline for this evening, Parris Todd becoming the 4th player in US Open history, joining Simone Jardim, Jennifer Dawson, Scott Moore on the Triple Crown list.
Yes, I think Jennifer has won it twice.
She's won it twice. Simone's run it twice. Scott Moore's won it once.
And now Parris Todd.
Yeah.
Listen, I told you my math skills are not beyond 2 + 2.
It's okay. It's okay. But again, another fantastic year in the books here at the US Open Pickleball Championships.
Yeah, and what just another special time to be part of the U.S. Open. You know, Hunter Johnson having his first U.S. Open and also getting his first pro gold in mixed.
Yates and Jardim, unfortunately, coming up a little bit short after being 2-time champions.
All right, thanks so much. Simone went to go change. We're going to just talk to Kyle right now about the mixed doubles. Hopefully Simone will be back out because we'll talk about her women's doubles gold medal as well. Kyle, you win the silver in this last match, and I know there's some controversy. I don't really want to get into that with you, but it was very apparent that you were a little bit hobbled physically. You were cramping. How tough was it to finish that thing?
Well, first of all, yeah, Simone went to change. I wish I could have done that too. You know, it's humid, it's hot. There's no controversy. They played amazing. They deserve to win. It's a heck of a team. You know, you got Simone and I, we've been here many times. We've been playing a long time. You got these new people who've been on tour for a year, just young studs, unbelievable players, and it's going to be tough to play them, you know, here on out more and more and more. But, oh, here she is.
Oh, there she is. She just snuck up on us. And
I'm 43. My bladder just holds that much.
All right, live TV. You got to love it.
Yes, of course.
Tell me a little bit about, I know it's a disappointing finish, but to put on a show for these fans who I'm sure wanted to see you two ride together again, what that was like.
It was great. I mean, honestly, a long week, but I know that it was a long day for all of us, but they play great, and at the end, you know, that's those shots, they put it away, and we didn't when we had our chances, so congrats to them. But great, honestly, like, this is like Matt Wright messaged us a few days ago and said, what did he say? Like getting the band back together. Yeah, getting the band back together. It was like a blast from the past. So it was great. Just a great day.
Yeah, I feel like it's back to the future.
Yeah, I just want to say, you know, it's been a few years since I got to play with Simone, and what an honor it is to play with her again. You know, we had some better luck back then. I feel like we're a little bit older, but I think we still got it, and you'll see us again next year.
All right, and with that, let's bring up Joe Parisi from Polestar, who's going to give you guys the silver medals. And just a great tournament. And, Simone and Kyle are not going to go far because we're going to do all the medal presentations right now. But before we turn our attention back to the men's and women's doubles, we still need to hand out the gold for the mixed doubles that you just saw. So let's get Hunter and Parris over here. Parris Todd and Hunter Johnson, come on over. It was a heck of a match for these two youngsters, these up-and-comers who've been playing pickleball for a little more than a year here. And let's talk about this match. It was a little bit of, you know, there was a call that maybe was right, maybe not right, whatever. You guys overcame and were able to get a victory. How big was this?
First of all, it's an honor to play against Kyle and Simone. I mean, they're the greatest of all time in pickleball, and they've really paved the way for a lot of us players. So thank you to them. And I'm always usually on the same side as Simone, so we're on opposite sides. It's a little difficult, but it's okay. We got through it, and I had Hunter by my side the whole time. And you know, when you have calls like that, you just have to shake it off, and you can't really think about it and just move on. So I got through it because of him.
And Hunter, pretty good to play along her. She's an emerging star, and you're obviously right there as well.
Yeah, I'm a little cooked right now. I kept telling her, cover the middle for me, please. She has a better backhand than my forehand, I think. So, yeah, we just trusted each other out there. I mean, it was a long day, both a bunch of finals. And, yeah, everyone, thanks for coming out. You guys are awesome. Let's go. Yeah, and just thank you to the US Open. This is great.
All right, thanks, guys. Let's get Joe Parisi back over here and hand out the gold medals. Let's hear it for our champions in the mixed pro doubles gold, Hunter Johnson and Parris Todd. And you not only get the gold medals, you also get the Skechers footwear. Skechers Pickleball, such a great sponsor for this tournament.
And I didn't feed you guys the line, but you need to say, what do you just won the gold at the US Open? What are you going to do now? The answer is, I'm going to Margaritaville. So give me I'm going to Margaritaville.
I'm going to Margaritaville down the street from my house.
Fort Myers, Margaritaville.
There you go. They get the Margaritaville stays with their winnings, and they also get some checks. And we'll let them get a quick picture here and enjoy the moment, and then we'll continue our presentation. So you guys can go out, but Parris, you're going to be back in a second as we're going to, I'm being told in my ear, what are we doing with the last match? Okay, we're going to, Melissa, can you flip around the monitor for me? Live TV. We're going to show the stats from the last match, and I'm going to step out for a quick second so you guys can get a couple of pictures here from Bruce. And then we will, there you go, as they get their photo ops. And there. Okay, and now we have Simone's made her way over, and Parris hasn't gone anywhere, and you guys were a fantastic team to watch to win a championship earlier in the day, and you mentioned it, but what was it like to play along Simone?
I mean, it's just been amazing. Not only do I just enjoy playing with her on court, I just look up to her so much just as a person and as a mom, and everything she's done for me, I love you, Simone.
Oh.
And Simone, you've been so great in this sport from the onset, and you played alongside some fantastic players over the years. What do you see when you look at Parris Todd?
Trouble. In many ways. my 9-year-old is, I think, cheering for her most of the time. So it's, yeah.
That's
See,
my boy right
that's
there.
why I say big trouble there. No, I told her, kids see through people pretty easily. So I know she's good people when my kid loves her probably more than he loves me. So no, but it's been great. We get to spend time together practicing, and she's just such an athlete. And for me, it just pushes me. She has done that, where she's pushed me to be better and be fitter and keep coming back and, trying to hold my own. So it's been great. To me, it's like a new life in pickleball for sure. So.
And she was a pleasure to watch, and a great moment. I got to ask you, Parris, about winning the Triple Crown. That's rarefied air. You win a Triple Crown here at the US Open. That's really impressive.
Thank you. Yeah, I just want to thank my family back home. I know they're watching. I wouldn't be able to do this without them. And my whole team and the Johnson family has been by my side, and Cameron and Ryan and just everyone that supported me throughout my career and has just been there for me. I couldn't do it without them. And thank you, Lord.
Fantastic. Let's get Joe Parisi back over here to award the medals. He's got the gold medals for the ladies. Been a fantastic run for both of these women all week long here in Naples, Florida. And hopefully Parris needs more than one pair of shoes, because she's getting another pair of Skechers footwear in addition to the gold medals.
They're going to have no shoes by the time
Can she combine and just spend a week, like a whole week there?
You guys can work it out however you want. She already gave me the line. You just wanted...
She's got like 3 of them, so she can stay 6.
Oh, no. Yeah, I know.
Back to back.
Yeah. Well, that's a good plan. Or she could take a lot of friends, right?
I'll just move into Margaritaville, I guess.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I need the line from you. You just won the US Open. What are you going to do now?
I'll go to Margaritaville.
Yes, exactly. She's got it. She's a seasoned vet.
I will. I guess what I'll do is leave the kids with Parris, and then I'll go.
Or you could just leave the kids with Chad.
I just go down just leave it with the Chad.
All right, ladies, thanks so much. Let's hear it one more time for Parris and Simone. And they'll get their prize money checks and a special prize for Parris for winning the Triple Crown as well. And we will let them have a photo up. And hopefully, I don't know, I didn't see Andre. I'm guessing Kyle's still over here. Okay, they're here. All right, so we will let them get a couple of pictures, and then we will bring in Kyle Yates and Andre Diasco, who won the men's doubles championship earlier here tonight, and what has been a really impressive run for everybody. And thanks to all you who've stuck around here to watch this presentation. And it's the great question of wondering which camera to look at when multiple people are trying to take your picture. All right, and let's get our gold medalists from the men's matchup here. Kyle Yates and Andre Diasco, who were able to take home the medal. And Andre, it feels like an hour, it was several hours ago that you guys won a title, but what does it feel like to win a gold medal at the US Open?
It sure was a couple hours ago, but it still feels great. Really happy to be able to do this with Kyle. Had a really good week out here. The experience was amazing, and I'm happy to get a gold, yeah.
And Kyle, is this a partnership that you're going to keep going for a while?
Well, I've known Andre a long time. I'm pretty sure I played with him the second time he ever touched a paddle. We've had some success on tour, and I love playing with him. You know, there was a time recently where I didn't have a lot of confidence in my future in pickleball, and this guy picked me up and had the confidence in me, and I appreciate him so much.
And guys, what did you make of the tournament as a whole? I mean, just another fantastic week here in Naples.
Definitely. We played a lot of divisions, both Kyle and I. We had a really good time in all these brackets, really good matches, a lot of tough competitors. And yeah, really happy to be part of the US Open, and we'll be back next year.
Kyle, how many more runs you got left in you? I'm thinking you still got a left in the tank.
Well, you know, this was fun. I mean, it was a great week. This is always my favorite term of the year. You know, I have to address there's somewhat of an elephant in the room, at least to me. A lot of the top players weren't able to compete this week, but that's fine with me. I had a blast. I know they missed out because this is the best pickleball party of the year.
All right, appreciate it so much. Let's get Joe over here one more time to give you guys the golds. And Joe Parisi with Polestar. And let's get the Skechers footwear over here. And last but not least, the gift certificates. And let's get you guys to give the line. You just won the US Open Championship. What are you going to do now?
Go to
Margaritaville.
That's fantastic. One more time, let's give it up for Kyle and Andre, your men's doubles champions. And we still need to give out the silvers for both those divisions. So we need to get Hunter and Yates, if they're over here, to come over for the silver. And we're going to do that in the arena here, but for the live stream portion, that's going to wrap up our coverage. So want to thank everybody who's been watching the live stream at home. It's been a great week here at the US Open. And for my partners, Melissa McCurley and Chad Edwards, I'm Dave Benz saying thanks so much for watching the 2023 Minto US Open Pickleball Championships.